Hey, let's start with Jordan Davis, the biggest dog in the entire draft. This kid's tape is so funny. It is hilarious. This kid is just a human crater. Every single highlight that you're about to watch, he's just strength, blow up the defensive line, shed tackler, tackle. It's
My
every single
first
play we're
note:
about to watch.
not many humans with his size and athleticism.
Nope. So he shed 40 pounds at the combine, which people like. So it got him, at a better playing weight. But at the same time, look at him hawk down a quarterback.
That's at what, like 290?
Oh, no. He was over 300.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just every clip is the same. Right there in the trenches, they try a double team. No, he's just too strong. Blows right by. Tackle for loss. That's again and again and again. Here he is in the middle against Kentucky. Oh, shed the guard. Tackle 2nd and 10. Every single clip. It's the funniest highlight tape you will watch. He's just a behemoth, a gigantic human bowling ball in the middle who just runs over pins. That's it.
My favorite thing about him is his draft prop is 14.5, and guess who's right there?
The Eagles at 15.
Yeah.
Look at
Vegas
this.
is
Right by. Try to get him to the center. Nope. 2nd and 14. Every single time. It is the funniest tape you will watch, where it's just again and again and again. You watch the same play. Just, all right, line at the line of scrimmage. Nope, nothing doing. There's Jordan Davis.
So his thing is obviously the pass rush, or not the rush defense. But he has he has everything that he needs to develop into a legit pass rusher. And you know who has a lot of good pass rushers on the team that could teach him how to do that better? The Eagles.
Yeah, so let's talk about the elephant in the room with him. I know we weren't going to do knocks, but we'll see. Is it a knock? This is the whole thing with him. So he was only on the field for 20% of Georgia's third downs. He was only on for 7% of their third and longs. He was not a 3-down player. His snap count was not high. But is that because of who he is as a player, or is that because of the scheme? And that's what these coaches and GMs need to find out. Georgia, if you're a college football fan, you know how their season went. The starters weren't really playing a lot of fourth quarters, and they were usually up by so much that teams were pass every single down, and they were just, they just pinned their ears back and going, which you didn't really need Jordan Davis for. So, could he be a third down guy, or is it because of physical traits, or is it because Georgia was so freaking good that they didn't even need to utilize his talents? That's the issue.
I have a take on that.
Okay.
Well, first, he was on the field for 16% of Georgia's third down plays and 7% of third and long. But we just talked about it.
He's pointing him a little credit. Yeah.
He's a rush defense guy. People are throwing it against Georgia on third down. He doesn't need to be in there.
Yeah. But I guess that's what people think. So the league is going more to pass. Will he still be effective? But again, to me, this is a Georgia problem. They're just so good that they could rotate through. They were constantly up 35-0 at halftime. Was it himself, or was it the team? And
yeah, I don't buy the whole conditioning shtick on this. I don't think it has anything to do with his conditioning.
Not after his combine. Not after what you saw at his combine, where he was one of the best freak athletes and also lost 40 pounds there. So I guess, you have to ask yourself, is he a 3-down lineman right now? No, probably not. But would you want him on the field on first and second? Probably. So it's all right, is he? Do you see him as that human wrecking ball, or do you see him as the one-trick pony? Maybe he's both, and maybe it doesn't matter.
I think the Eagles took a rugby player and turned him into an all-pro offensive lineman. They can take an elite, large human athlete and turn him into a very good defensive lineman.
Yeah, exactly. Correct. Yep. So, you know how I feel. Best players on best teams. You're not going to hear a complaint out of me if we get a human tank in the middle. I know I was using car analogies before. This would be a Hummer.
Yeah.
And in the SC, he was in the SC freaking C, and it looked like a Hummer running over a Fiat. That's what he looked like on the defensive line.
Yeah,
So
in terms of projects, this is a pretty good one you could pick up.
yeah, and I don't even know if he's a project because everything he does well. They just don't, like he just doesn't do everything. So like when I think project, I think raw. They're like, oh, all right, here's this mass. Like Jordan Mailata is perfect. He was a project because he had never played football before, and they needed to teach him technique. Jordan Davis has technique. He's got big, strong hands. He's able to shed people. He's so strong that he kind of just can blow things up and push people back. So like the technique is there. It's just like, can you utilize him different ways? And that I don't know. And like even if you can't utilize him different ways, does it matter? So this is one of the more intriguing prospects in the draft because again, and we keep saying this a lot, this is a guy who could go top 10, he could go 15 in the Eagles, he could fall because of the weight concerns and the conditioning concerns and the lack of snap count in games, and it could be at 23. He could be at 10, 15, 23, and we'd have no clue.
Yeah, with that trade back scenario we just talked about. I think if he's there, obviously take him, and the next guy we're going to talk about, I think, is a very realistic opportunity.